Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and do my weekly predictions this week. Uh, Thanks for tuning into the dang on Tennessee Hate Week video too. By the way, I appreciate it. Uh, but before I forget, I keep forgetting to put this on here, so I'm going to do it now. You can also find me on Facebook at B Sports Report. Um, it's mainly just kind of like me posting these videos up. I'll put some other sports related memes up and stories up on there too. But we're gonna get started with this week's predictions. I got, what was it? I got 4 non-conference games and then all the SEC games this week. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start right here with TCU at Iowa State. We're doing this is an upset. I'm picking the upset here. I think Iowa State pulls this off. It might even be a low-scoring game, but I ain't 100% the score, but I'm gonna go 27-24. Iowa State wins at home. Gives TCU the one and only loss of the season. I don't know about only loss, first loss of the season. This might send TCU in a crumbling effect. Kind of ruin their season, for say. But then we'll go with the NC State Notre Dame game. It's NC State at Notre Dame. This was at NC State. I would pick NC State. I actually thought it was at NC State and was actually ready to do this video and ready to pick NC State. But just being at Notre Dame, I still got a little hunch there. This is going to be a really close game. NC State can win this game. But I'm going to go with Notre Dame. 31-24. They get the job done. One thing I do agree with Uncle Lou on, Notre Dame's probably one of the best one-loss team right now. I don't know, I kind of got thrown off last week after Kentucky got blown out. I just wasn't in the mood to watch football no more. Really in bad mood rest of the night and even most of Sunday. That brings me to my next game. I'm going Penn State at Ohio State. I guess maybe I should do another warning. Upset alert. Ohio State wins this game, 38-21. It's at Ohio State. And their fans show up for big games. Their team usually shows up for really big games. I think they kind of overlooked Oklahoma, but I'm taking Ohio State to upset Penn State, and I like Penn State. I love what I see out of Barkley there, the running back for Penn State. But Ohio State gets the job done, wins this game. And then that brings me to my rival. What should be an easy cupcake win this week. Louisville at old little brother, University 6. You a whore. Whoreville. I mean, this is Omar and a bunch of dudes. And after last year, I'm sure Wake Forest is still pretty mad, upset about, all these teams that stole their playbook last year. Took it from the radio announcer. I don't think Wake Forest is in that kind of situation this year. I ain't seen much of their games either, so I'm just going to stick with little brother here. I'm going to give Omar, say Omar has a big game, and they get the job done. Key note here, though. If Wake Forest slows down Lamar Jackson this week, Louisville loses this game. Their defense is terrible. His one job this year in offense is just put points up. He tries to throw the ball, and that don't always look too pretty there. Uh, he runs the ball a lot. His O line's terrible, but other than that, no. I'm going to say Lamar has a big game, and Louisville wins this one big, 42-14. Probably could even be 42-21. We'll go 42-21. Louisville wins this game. Brings me to my SEC matchups for the week. First one on the list is Georgia at Florida. Well, technically it's not at Florida either. This is Jacksonville, the cocktail party. Georgia's looked good this year. Florida hasn't. But this is a rivalry game. And the big thing about rivalry games are anything happens, anything goes. But so on that note, I think Florida gets the job done. And Florida wins this game. Florida pulls off the upset. Georgia starts to get a little scared now because I don't know who they play. Auburn the following week. This is potential for Georgia to lose 3 straight games. Uncle Lou's going to trash me on this and say, no way, they don't lose none of these games at all. No, they lose 3 straight. I think this is a good potential for them to lose 3 straight games. First off here, this week at Florida, or in Jacksonville, the cocktail party, they lose to Florida. Then they have a very good chance of losing to Auburn. And I think it kind of catches the downward spiral. Then Kentucky can come in there and pull off the upset. Still too early with that. Actually, there's another game in there. My bad. I'm off by 1 game. But still, I think Kentucky can come in there and pull off an upset there. I think they can lose 3 of the next 4. Brings me to Arkansas at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is going to win this game big. I'm sticking with that. I think Ole Miss, has this from kickoff to final buzzer, final seconds here. Ole Miss dominates this game. Oh, by the way, I didn't do a Florida-Georgia score. I think it's still going to be close. I'm going to go 38-35 Florida. That's how close. I mean, Uncle Lou may be right, and Florida just takes off and runs it. I don't know. I think Florida's got 2 weeks to prepare for this game. I think they've done their job, done their homework, taking advantage of it. Well, that brings me to my next game, which was the Arkansas-Ole Miss game. I think Ole Miss wins this game 56-10. Ole Miss wins 56-10 over Big Bert. But that takes me on to the next one now. Missouri's outside of conference play again this week at UConn. I'm not quite ready to put up upset work here. I think Missouri wins this game big, 63-7 or something. 63-21. They're good at giving up some points there. Which would, but yeah, Missouri wins that game. Ain't nothing to talk about here. Vandy at South Carolina, USC Junior there. I think Vandy was on a bye week too last week, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm giving this game to South Carolina. They might even win this game by 3 scores. But for sake of the prediction, the score prediction, I'm just going to go ahead and we'll call it 31-14. South Carolina gets the job done. USC Junior. Brings me to the game of the week, the SEC night game. which is Mississippi State at A&M. Well, I guess you want to call it an upset. Mississippi State loses to Texas A&M in a shootout, 38-31. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, comment, hit subscribe. And thank you for tuning in again.